Yeah, I think general life advice, I guess, for everyone, I think something I've learned all the time is, I say have sincere intentions and work hard. That's kind of like the advice I always pass on, like have sincere intentions and work hard. Yeah, I guess a number of them. One is when I first started, again, I started a blog 2007, and then I had it for 2 months and I shut the website down. It was like a stupid idea. Who's going to even read this stuff, right? So there's that self-doubt. And for 6 months, I took it, I was not there. And then after 6 months, like a 10-year-old boy emails me, goes, "Hey, how come you shut the website down? It's such a nice website. I learned a lot." And I'm like, finally, a 10-year-old boy kind of helped me re-inspire me to start again. So that was one. So many times, of course, we've tried, once launching programs that failed flat. I remember once I had this webinar, and I was like, oh, like so excited for, and I was preparing for it, and literally, I think two people showed up for that webinar. it's like, and I was like, standing like, thank you for the global audience that joined us, and like, nobody's here. So you can just imagine how embarrassing that was. Now, alhamdulillah, we have hundreds of people join our webinars, but two people showed up. So there's that. So many times, there are some products we developed. Like recently, I was telling my team, I wrote a children's book. Now, alhamdulillah, after two books that have done well, the Product to Muslim and the Barakah Effect, which are for adults, I thought, let me try let me try a children's book. I mean, I wrote for my own kids, to be honest. But I thought, I thought they would do really well, but it fell flat, right? It's like didn't do that well compared to my adult books. And I was like, okay, alhamdulillah, like, guess it's not for me. But stuff like that where you kind of learn by doing. And one thing that's also helped me is to kind of adopt a gardener mindset, meaning that I plant the seeds, I work hard, but I detach from the results. I don't, whether a book becomes a bestseller or does not sell, whether a program hits, has 50 people sign up or one person sign up, detach from results. You set the intentions, you work hard, you let go of the results. And that has helped me to always keep going and not get bogged down by the ups and downs. And again, I'll also say that I'm again deeply grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for just enabling me to continue this field, right? Because it could have stopped years ago. Every time I felt like I should stop doing this, should get a real job, right? This is not for me. And every time I've thought of that, every time I've considered that, something else would pop up. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will send me like either a beautiful testimonial from somebody or a contract would open up that I didn't expect before. So it's been such an honor and being grateful to be in this field. And I pray that I continue till I drop dead, essentially, and not let go, because it's an honor to be in the service of the ummah and kind of this being your full time. I know it's very rare, and it's something that I pray I keep going, inshallah. This field, this world it's an endurance game. I remember there's a lot of people who started around the same time I started, and they're not there anymore in this industry. Because it's an endurance game. It's like you show up, and again, by Allah's tawfiq and permission that I'm still in this field, but kind of showing every day, writing every day, sharing stuff, developing products, developing courses, running course, like just showing up and doing the work you have to do without being attached. Otherwise, if you get, it's not about one-hit wonders. I was always thought it'd be the one launch that will kind of solve everything, or one launch that will be like the answer. It's not. It's like almost like a accumulation of things you do over time, which is honestly more consistent, more sustainable. Because if we had like a one-hit wonder product or course or something like that, I probably would not have reached. I would probably do that and then kind of burn out quickly. Versus this sustained, continuous, long-term effort, which I think is more natural and more sustainable, and hopefully, inshallah, more meaningful as well. Versus, some of the we hear crazy launches and courses and people like trying to like hit a six-figure within a few weeks and then burn out, and versus something much more long-term. I'll say the first tip is definitely understand who you are, right? Once you know who you are, like I said, everything falls into place, right? You'll prioritize your prayers, you'll prioritize relationships, you'll prioritize what's important, meaningful. That's the first step for sure. Like really understand who you are, and let's not put on these masks that take away our purpose in life. So once you know who you are, it becomes easier. The second thing to kind of get you into that zone as well is to um, always set intentions, not goals. People think about goals all the time, right? On a goal, run a marathon, goal, start a business, goal, I don't know, X, Y, and Z. But goals are the what. The question is, what's the why, the intention? And the more the intention is for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the more you'll experience that balance and barakah in your life. So, for example, let's say you want a goal, you want to run a marathon. Okay, well, what's the intention? Well, my intention is to become healthy. My intention is to become fit. My intention is that this body, I want to serve Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with this body, the best ability. And the goal, the marathon, is simply a means. Now, maybe there's another goal that fulfills the same intention. Maybe I don't have to run a marathon. Maybe there's other ways I can fulfill this intention. So setting intentions, and think about intentions. And I always recommend people set weekly intentions and daily intentions. So at the beginning of each week, so what's my intentions for this week? And it does not mean only work related. It could be my intentions this week spiritually. You know, I need to intend to read more Quran, to pray more with focus. My intention physically, I want to run and do some strength training and build this muscles. My intention socially, I want to, really become more present with my kids instead of being on my phone too long. Call my relatives who haven't spoken for a long time. So set intentions across different roles. And the beautiful thing about our faith is we get rewarded for those intentions. You're already successful by setting intentions. A second thing. And the third thing is to, again, for me, I feel that 5 daily prayers, we take them for granted, but I find these are the most powerful resets we have in our life. They're 5 daily sort of resets for our heart, for our mind, for our body, for our everything. And I feel like invest time to go deep in your salah. Sadly, we rush through our salah. Sadly, we kind of don't give it its proper space and time. And we think it's a distraction or it's a to-do or a chore. And sometimes we neglect them completely or delay them completely. But if you make it a point, again, as an abd of Allah, as a slave of God, to really make the most of these 5 daily prayers, I think a lot of things will fall into place. Your spiritual health, your mental health, your physical health, a lot of things fall into place by just establishing that beautiful, strong relationship with Salah, and not being like this last thing you quickly get done. So I think those are kind of my kind of 3, I call them spiritual productivity tips, that inshallah ta'ala will have a knock-on effect in other areas of your life, inshallah ta'ala. Yeah, I think general life advice, I guess, for everyone, I think something I've learned all the time is, I say, have sincere intentions and work hard. That's kind of the advice I always pass on, have sincere intentions and work hard. And I think that really summarizes everything we do. If you're sincere for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you work hard and you put in effort, detachment results, you'll see, inshallah, experience barakah in your life in ways you expect and don't expect. So I think that's the advice. And also, I think to get off this ego-centered approach to life, right? What's in it for me, right? What people think of me, how this make me feel, to a more akhirah-centered approach. What does Allah want from me? How can I fulfill my role in this life across all my roles? I think that moving away from that very individualistic, very ego-centered approach of living life into a more God-centered community, ummatic way of living, can really help shape a lot of our lives, inshallah ta'ala.